Writer, director, producer Sasha Leigh Henry is a force in the Canadian entertainment industry. She was recently named one of the top 10 talents to watch by Variety and the Whistler Film Festival, and now her latest project is about that weird time after university.
And if you haven't already, I would totally start applying for jobs like ASAP. Companies are really looking to diversify with people of color, especially Black women. Can I say that? I can say that.
Bria Mack Gets a Life follows 25-year-old Bria, who's navigating adulthood in a predominantly white world alongside her invisible hype woman, Black Attack. Sasha is with me in studio this morning, along with Malaika Hennie-Hamadi, who plays Bria, and Hannan, Younis, who play Black Attack. It is great to have you guys in studio.
Thanks for having us.
So I could see you two nodding along as I'm singing your praises. Sasha, you were bold with this series. I gotta say, there are parts that are not suitable for work, for you at home, so just know that. You did not hold back at all in the writing with this. So why did you decide to be so honest with your writing?
Well, I think like one of my favorite Toni Morrison quotes, to paraphrase it, really talks about how like in the specific is the universal. You know, we do get a lot of content from the States sometimes, so we are aware of what it's like, you know, a Black woman's experience at certain ages through different content. And I was like, how can I get even more granular and even more internal? And what does that look like here in Canada? And so I just really wanted to lean into that. And if I got the chance, you know, it's a big deal to make a show. And if I got the chance, I just really want to make sure that I said the things, that we left nothing unsaid and we just put it all out there.
That there's no regrets.
Yes, yes, yes.
Where did you draw inspiration from with this?
Based off my real life, when I first graduated, I knew I wanted to work in film, but had no idea how to navigate the industry yet. But I had like a degree and a whole bunch of skills I could parlay into different temp jobs, and just had some interesting experiences, some microaggressions, some things that are just odd, as you can imagine, you know, the gang of characters that you meet in the temp world. And yeah, inspired by that and the hormone monster and Big Mouth, put those together and came up with Black Attack.
Malaika, I read a review of the show that raved about Bria's relatability. Basically, it said, like, whoever you are, you will relate to her in some way, shape, or another. So what do you think it is about her character that draws audiences in?
Yeah, I think she's just trying to find out what her path is, and I think everyone is. I feel like Bria it's a story, it's a coming-of-age story, and I think there's no age limit to what that is, you know? I know people in their 40s trying to figure out what their life is gonna be like in their 20s and their 30s, so I think it's so relatable because she's just someone trying to find her path. So I think that's really inspiring.
Hannan, you are like the comedic relief in every scene in this series. You are her hype woman, her subconscious, and obviously such a huge source of comedy for the storyline. So how does that work? Do you work with the writers to come up with the jokes, or do they write them and you just deliver them?
Honestly, they had this written. Like when I read the audition, it was like, I have to be on this show because they did such a good job writing it. Like I felt so good about it. And it was my kind of humor too, because it allowed us to be silly and not so serious and, you know, the voice of reason. So it was really them, like, and then just because it was so relatable and we knew these, like, it felt very organic if things did come up and we're like, oh, that's a new thing or whatever. But like everybody was really funny. Like you were saying, like everyone's so funny on this show. Everybody is so funny.
I know, you're particularly very funny though. So you are. You guys, congratulations on the show. It is a must watch and it is a great addition to the Crave lineup.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
By the way, you can watch the first 3 episodes of Bria Mack Gets a Life on Crave starting today. Thank you again for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.